Hey everyone, so in this video I'm gonna be showing you my AI LinkedIn feedback loop system that has made me 30K a month in revenue and has generated more than $300,000 in clients revenue. Now, if you wanna check out these results by yourself, simply click the first link down below this video. So as you've probably already guessed, we are gonna be using LinkedIn to get new paying clients. But the way we're gonna do this is something that you've never seen before, because I actually created this system myself. Now, this is called the AI LinkedIn feedback loop system. And before showing you exactly how all of this works, let me just start from the actual foundation of the system. Now, first of all, we are gonna need an optimized LinkedIn profile. Now, this is simply because whenever you have an interaction with a prospect on LinkedIn, the first thing that they're going to do is actually have a look at your profile. So if this thing looks trash, they will most likely not gonna answer to your message. So all you have to do in here is simply have a natural and human looking profile. That is literally it. You don't have to have different strategies to make your profile more attractive, anything like that. You just wanna make this look actually human. Decent profile picture, decent banner, decent description, and so on and so on and so on. Now, once you've done this step, then we will need a LinkedIn automation software. Now, there are a bunch of these softwares online. Just to name a few, LinkedIn Helper, which is also what I use, or you can use Drippy.ai, or you can use Prosp.ai, or you can use Wallachai. There are many of these systems, and you can just simply choose them between what you like the most, really, because they all do the exact same thing. Now, once you have this software, then you will need the LinkedIn contracts. Now, these are very unique because each LinkedIn contract is gonna allow you to send 100 new messages every single day to prospects on LinkedIn. These are not connections. These are actual new DMs to prospects. So for example, if you have one contract, you can send 100 new messages a day. If you have two contracts, this is also because you can apply multiple contracts at the same time on the same account. Then you will be sending obviously 200. If you have 300, and so on and so on and so on. Now, there isn't really a limit on how many contracts you can apply, but the safe limit, if you don't want to have any suspensions, bans, or anything, that is between 3 to 4 contracts max. And that means that you can send up to 300 to 400 new messages every single day from just one LinkedIn account. Now, if you want these contracts, simply send me a message onto Instagram. The link is going to be down below this video, and I will send you my personal provider for 100% free. The only thing that you will have to pay for is the actual contract, not from me, but from the actual provider. And these are very cheap. We're talking 10, 15 bucks per contract. So again, very cheap. And also, these are not scammy things. These do not come from third-party stuff. These actually are created and come from LinkedIn in itself. These providers just get you these contracts for less of a price, pretty much for cheaper. Now, once you have these contracts and once you have applied these contracts to your account, then we need to track your data. Now, this is gonna be mandatory because without data, then the AI LinkedIn feedback loop system is not gonna work. So what you want to do is simply run this system right here. And when you're running the system, just gather all the data that you can. For example, how many replies you're getting, how many messages you're sending, how many calls you're booking, what is the feedback that you're getting from these prospects, positive, negative, and everything in between. The more data, the better. And I'm going to explain why in a second. Now, once you have all of this data that you've gathered for at least a few weeks, so at least 2 to 3 weeks, then we can use the actual AI LinkedIn feedback loop system. Now, this loop system is going to continuously refine all of the results that you get from the actual system on an infinite loop, showing you exactly what you need to fix, change, and improve to always get the best possible outcomes. Now, let me explain. Let's say that right now you're running the system, you are getting a lot of replies, so the reply rate in this case is very good, but then you are not booking many calls. That means that you have an issue of a booking rate. You're not booking that many calls, and we need to figure out why. So what you're doing here with all of the data that you've gotten from the system, you then go to the actual AI, as you can see in here, and you ask him, hey, what can I do to improve my booking rates? And what this thing is going to do is going to automatically analyze and refine all of the results and all of the data, the feedback, everything that you've gotten from the system, and automatically, in literally a time span of 30 seconds, is going to tell you exactly what needs to be fixed, what needs to be changed, what needs to be kept, what needs to be improved to actually get better results. And he's going to do this automatically. And it's literally like having the best mentor for this system, because it will always tell you, hey, this is what you have to fix, this is what you have to change, based on every single tiny piece of data that you actually have from this system. And then once you have these improvements from the actual AI feedback loop system, you then use the system back again with the new improvements and the new variants for, again, a few weeks. Then you get most likely better results. You want to improve the system, you ask the AI again based on the new feedback and the new data that you have. And as you can see, it keeps on looping this process until you get the system to perform at its maximum efficiency. And this is also going to be 10 times smarter than an actual human being, since it's an actual AI that is trained solely onto the data that you give him from the actual system that you have. Now, if you may be interested in having these type of systems directly implemented within your own business, you can click the link down below this video. You will simply just have more information about how all of this system actually works. Now, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you find it valuable, and I will see you on to the next one. Bye-bye. Ciao.